Hello, shifters. Thank you for joining me. My name is Lori, and welcome to my shift show. I'm coming live to you today from my car. It's the time that I have today to broadcast live and share my shift with you. So today, I would really like to share with you the importance of mantra work, and I'd like to share with you the impact that mantra work has had on my life and my outlook and my confidence and my perspective that I have towards myself and just the way that I talk to myself. So I want to first share with you what I feel a mantra is, and it can be many different things to many different people, but for me, simply mantra work is pausing during your day and speaking kindly to yourself in an open, loving, and mindful way. That's my definition. Now, a mantra could be a short phrase, it could be one word, it could be a Sanskrit word, it could be a chant. I usually like to pick, recently I've been doing Ho'oponopono every day with my mala, and I'll talk about malas in a second. But I pause for a minute, maybe 5 minutes every day, and I just sit with my mala and I say my mantra to myself 108 times. And some days it's I am love, some days be kind, some days be patient, some days I can make it. It's short little phrases. Hold up, my daughter is in the car with me. Short little phrases that are positive, that help you shift the perspective that you have towards yourself. So why did I need mantra work? Because I used to talk to myself negatively all the time. The negative stories that would run through my brain, being my ego, if something was coming up, my ego would chime in and say, you can't do that. You're not enough. You're not this. You're not that. Blah, blah, blah. Your ego does that as a protection mechanism because throughout your life, you've experienced something where you have gotten hurt doing X, Y, or Z. So your ego is there to protect you by saying, you've gotten hurt in this before. You didn't succeed at this before. So your ego uses your past experience to play the stories in your head. How do you change those experiences? You can't go time travel in your past, but you can shift the story by practicing positive, kind, loving speech towards yourself. And that's what mantras and the practice of saying mantras is for me. I started by just getting up in the morning and taking a minute when I let the dog out and just say to myself over and over, I am worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy, until she came back in. And then I grew. And if you haven't followed Jill Lemke yet, I would highly recommend you find her. You can follow her podcast at Breaking Beyond or follow her Facebook page at Find Your Key. She taught me so much about the beautiful practice of mantras, and she's about this is January. It's a J month. I'm getting all my J months mixed up. But in January 2019, if you're listening to this in the future, she's currently has a class open. So it's an 8-week chakra healing class, and I would highly recommend you check it out. But the mantra work for me has helped shift those stories, and that's what I wanted to share with you today. It's a practice changing the way that you speak to yourself. It takes patience, it takes practice. And like I said, I started with just a minute a day, and now I worked up to where I create malas. I custom create malas for people to enhance their practice. And what a mala is, you could Google it, and you may even know what a mala is, but it's 108 beads on a string, and there's a guru bead on it. So you say your mantra 108 times, and the beads are simply to help you count and keep track of how many times you're saying the mantra. And I've done broadcasts before about the significance of the numbers and the history, a little bit of the history of malas. And so I would encourage you to go on my page and search for that. And if you'd like me to do another repeat broadcast, I'd be happy to do that too. Just let me know in the comments wherever you're watching this. And I just really enjoy creating the malas for people to help them just further their practice, like just sitting in the morning with my mala, and each one of those stones in the mala means so much to me, and where the mala came from means something to me, and now I'm adding on the words, the kind words to myself, which mean something to me, and it's beautiful. And so when I start having those negative stories and my ego is trying to protect me, because that's what ego does, it stops you from touching a hot stove, but it also might stop you from stepping into your truth. And it's important for you to make that shift to be able to train your ego and talk to yourself in a kind, loving way. So that is mantra work for me, and how I incorporate it into my daily practice, and how I've grown into creating these beautiful malas. If you'd like to see some of my work, I would encourage you to visit my Instagram page. I post a whole bunch of pictures on there, and join my Facebook group. It's called Life with Purpose. That's where I post the malas that I make first, and they get first dibs. So mantra work. Do you need a mala? No, you don't need a mala to sit and say nice things to yourself. But my invitation for you is to pause today or tomorrow, or start right now. Pause and just say our daily mantra today. Our daily mantra today is going to be, I love myself. I love myself. Just pause today. Repeat that to yourself. It may feel awkward. It may feel silly. You might just feel like, stick with it. Continue it. Be patient. Give yourself some grace. And I promise this practice has been really profound for me. And it has helped me catch myself in negative stories. It has helped me stop and say, why are you talking to yourself like this? And then I sit for a minute and I say my mantra. And I go back to that. And I shift my mindset. And it's very, very helpful. It's just one of my mindfulness tools that I use on a daily basis. So I wanted to share that with you. So thank you for joining me. Again, my name is Lori, and this is my Shift Show. Please follow me or share this episode wherever you're listening or watching it. And join me again tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday this week, and I'll be going live in my Facebook group for my Shift Show. It's a 30-minute episode, and I hope to see you there. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great day.